3 fruit mistakes diabetics make daily that silently worsen blood sugar. You eat fruit because it feels safe, natural, better than candy. But what if 3 fruits you eat every day, thinking they're good for your diabetes, are silently pushing your blood sugar higher? Even worse, you might be eating them at the exact wrong time. You're not alone. Most of us were told, fruit is better than dessert. Just choose fresh, natural options. Stick with small portions, and you'll be fine. So you did. You gave up cookies, cut the cake, but you kept your bananas, your grapes, maybe even a slice of pineapple after dinner, because fruit felt like the one thing you could enjoy without guilt. Until the numbers kept rising, until you noticed that mid-morning crash, until waking up tired became the new normal. You're doing your best and still feel stuck. But maybe the problem isn't the fruit. Maybe it's the timing, the pairing, the tiny choices no one warned you about. In this video, I'll show you the 3 biggest fruit mistakes diabetics make daily, and how a simple change in when and how you eat these can calm your cravings and support your blood sugar naturally. Was there a fruit you used to love, but now you're rethinking it? Type its name below. You're not alone, and you don't have to figure it out alone either. So if you've been doing everything right and still feel stuck, it's not your fault. Let's take a closer look at the first fruit mistake, the one that shows up in millions of diabetic breakfasts and might be setting your whole day off course. Mistake number 1. Bananas in the morning, the hidden trap. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, but still felt wrong afterward? Most of us were told bananas were nature's perfect food, especially in the morning. They're easy, gentle, even comforting. But what if that little yellow fruit, the one you've trusted for decades, was quietly making your mornings harder? Turns out the real issue might not be the banana itself, but when and how you eat it. It's 7:30 a.m. You're standing in a quiet kitchen, sunlight just starting to warm the counter. You slice a ripe banana over your oatmeal, soft, golden, familiar. A drizzle of honey, a splash of milk. It looks beautiful. It feels like self-care. But by 8, your eyelids are heavy. You feel just off. A little dizzy, a little hollow. Carol, 67, lived this exact scene for years, always chasing energy, never quite catching it. What was going on inside her body? Here's what was really happening inside Carol's body, without her even knowing it. When you're over 50, your body doesn't process simple carbs like it used to. Especially in the morning when insulin resistance is naturally higher and cortisol, your stress hormone, is already peaking. So that ripe banana? It was converting to sugar almost instantly and triggering a quiet storm of blood sugar spikes and crashes. It wasn't just the banana, it was the timing. It wasn't that the banana was bad, it was that she was eating it alone right when her body was most sensitive. No protein, no fat, just a fast-acting sugar bomb, empty, both physically and emotionally. Real-life effects that post-breakfast crash? The foggy brain? The hunger pangs by 10 a.m.? They weren't normal aging. They were signals, subtle cries from her body that something was off. She didn't know a good habit had quietly become a trap. One small change, one big shift. Carol didn't give up bananas. She just paired them differently, a few slices with Greek yogurt and walnuts, or waited until after a balanced lunch. And within days, her mornings felt steady again. No more crashes, no more yawns, just quiet energy that carried her through. If you've ever felt unsure about which fruits are truly helping, tap like to let others know they're not alone. But what about the fruit that feels even safer than bananas? The one many people eat at night, hoping it helps their sleep or blood sugar? It might actually be doing the opposite, and that's what we're uncovering next. Mistake number 2. Grapes at night, the sweet snack that stays with you. Have you ever reached for something sweet at night, not out of hunger, but out of habit? Maybe it felt like a compromise, not a cookie, not chocolate, just something gentle, natural, safe. Most of us were told that fruits like grapes were the better choice, especially if you were trying to be good. But what if that quiet nighttime ritual, just a handful of grapes, was silently undoing everything you worked for all day? It's 9:45 p.m. You're alone in the kitchen. The TV hums softly in the background. The house is still. You open the fridge. There they are, cold black grapes, glistening with a faint chill. You tell yourself, just a few, better than ice cream. You eat 10, then 5 more. You smile, the sweetness relaxes you. Then morning comes. You check your blood sugar, and it's higher than expected. You didn't cheat, you didn't binge, you just ate grapes. Here's what was really going on inside your body, without you even realizing it. When you're over 50, your insulin sensitivity drops naturally at night. It's part of your circadian rhythm, the body's clock that tells your hormones when to rest and when to act. But when you eat sweet, fast-acting carbs like grapes after dark, your body can't handle them the way it used to, especially when there's no fiber, fat, or protein to buffer the spike. It wasn't that grapes were bad. It was that you were eating them alone at the worst possible time, when insulin is sluggish and your liver is more likely to store sugar as fat or keep it circulating longer than needed. And the result? That next morning number. The one that makes you second-guess yourself. That leaves you feeling defeated, even though you thought you did the right thing. It didn't feel like a mistake, but it quietly stole your stability, your morning confidence, your peace of mind. The solution? You don't have to give up grapes. Just shift when and how you enjoy them. Try pairing a few grapes with a small serving of almonds in the late afternoon, or even better, with a slice of cheese around 4 p.m. That gives your body time to use the sugars instead of storing them overnight. And when you do that, you wake up steady, light, clear. What's one fruit you used to reach for at night and had to give up? Was it grapes? Or maybe something else that felt safe but turned out to be sneaky? Let me know below. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. But the next fruit, it's the one almost every diabetic thinks is safe, even recommended. And yet, it could be silently blocking your blood sugar progress. Let's talk about it. Mistake number 3. Pineapple as a healthy treat. You probably believe that choosing fruit instead of cake was the responsible thing. It felt smart, safe, even a little proud. But what if one of the healthiest-looking fruits on the plate turned out to be one of the most misleading? The real problem might not be the fruit itself, but what it's missing. And when you eat it, you're out to dinner with friends, the kind of night that feels warm, unrushed. The dessert menu comes. Someone orders lava cake, someone else grabs a glass of wine. You wave both away and ask for the fruit plate. When it arrives, the pineapple catches your eye first. Yellow, cold, juicy, sweet, clean. You slide a few chunks onto your plate. You chew slowly, savoring each bite like a reward. That burst of tropical sweetness, the coolness against your tongue after a warm meal, it feels like self-care. But 20 minutes later, you feel strange. A warm flush climbs your neck. You check your watch, heart rate's up, hands feel clammy, slightly anxious. Not quite yourself. Here's what was really happening inside your body, without you realizing it. When you're over 50, your metabolism becomes more sensitive to sugar spikes. And pineapple, especially without fiber, fat, or protein, acts fast. It breaks down quickly, hitting your bloodstream in a rush. And when that happens late in the evening, when your insulin is already less efficient, it doesn't behave like fruit. It behaves like candy. You didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't that you chose fruit. It was when you ate it, how you ate it, and what you didn't eat it with. No almonds, no yogurt, no real anchor. Just sugar, clean and quick. That moment of pride, it turned into an invisible crash. That 20-minute buzz, the sudden fog, the weird tension in your chest, none of it was just stress. It was your body reacting and trying to tell you something. What's one fruit you used to reach for at night and had to give up? Share it below. You might help someone realize they're not the only one rethinking healthy. Let's pause and pull it together. Mistake number 1, bananas in the morning, especially alone. Mistake number 2, grapes at night, with nothing to slow the sugar. Mistake number 3, pineapple as a guilt-free treat, but it acts more like dessert than you think. Here's the quiet shift no one told you. It was never about cutting fruit out. It's about giving your body support, with simple, gentle changes. Add a handful of almonds or a boiled egg alongside your morning banana. Pair grapes with a spoon of Greek yogurt to slow the spike. Save pineapple for midday, after a meal that includes protein or healthy fat. Start small, start kind, just one fruit, one change. And in just a few days, you won't just see it in your blood sugar, you'll feel it in your clarity, your calm, your confidence. What fruit did you once believe was safe, but now you're rethinking? Comment below. Your story might be the gentle nudge someone else needs today. And if you've ever wondered, is there a rice that actually helps blood sugar? Watch this next. This type of rice really helps with diabetes. It might change the way you look at your plate and your numbers.